Team is Sean Hurd, along with Bruce and Dollar. Now, Sean, a few weeks ago, runner-up in the Auckland Champ singles. So Sean's obviously in some very good form as well. So yeah, we're in for another good game.
Yes, I did see Sean Hurd play against Mike Galloway, who of course ultimately ended up winning, but Sean put up a really good fight.
Yep, absolutely. And like the ladies, we had a mother-daughter combination in one of the teams. We have a father-son combination in the Te Atatu team here. So, yep, that family theme keeps rolling along, Terry.
Yep, it's certainly a common theme in the bowls world, and we love to see it.
So,
pretty good start in this.
Good start by Brendan.
Head.
Yep, I think Brendan's holding one. Made a good start with his first bowl.
We've just come off the women's final, which was won by the Auckland Bowling Club, Aggie Motu, Lisa Prideaux and Kim Lapsley. They defeated Mount Albert, a team of juniors, and what a game it was. Aggie Motu pulling out some really timely shots.
Yeah, absolutely. The Mount Albert ladies played phenomenally well. Like, they're really up against it, kind of experience-wise. But, you know, they didn't back off. They played some great bowls, numerous ends, holding good numbers. And, you know, Aggie's experience just, came to the fore, really, didn't it? You know, you had Jana, who led superbly well for, 95% of the game for Mount Albert. And on the other team was Aggie, playing the same, but at the back end of the game, not the front end. So
that's it.
Kind of proved the difference in the end.
It was Aggie with the final say, that's for sure.
So currently we have Brendan Kelly holding shot for Te Atatu, Brendan's first bowl. I think it's only one. There is a 5 o'clock bowl there, which I believe is Peter Blucher's, I think.
Yeah, it might take us a couple of ends to figure out who's who, but we will get there.
Oh, no, it might not be, actually.
Oh, what a start
Great bowl by Adam.
Adam.
No, I actually think that bowl at 5 o'clock is Bruce Walter's bowl. So, anywho, it's 2 to Te Atatu currently. Sean just running under the line. Right idea, just, looking for a little probe. Jack movement. Adam might look at maybe changing his hand now just to cover those white bowls. If Sean does make contact, the Jack is squeezing out that back corner, so I would say Adam be looking to put a bit of cover in there. So, great line from Adam, just another mat or so of weight, I think, and he would have probably finished exactly where he wanted to be. Meanwhile, Sean is on a slightly wider line this time. He's not far and just running under the Jack.
Yeah, nice speed to make things happen, but first blood goes to Te Atatu Peninsula.
And a 2, I believe. I think it's 2. So, good start there, Te Atatu.
So, Steve, you'd know these players more than what I would. On paper, who's got the more experience in this team? Or is it fairly even?
Yeah, I'd say it's fairly even. I mean, Peter, actually, they've all been around. Adam is being the youngest, but he's also the newest of them all. He's just recently out of juniors. He is playing in the Auckland development team. So, they won this event last year. Very capable. Peter and Brendan, been around a long time, both very, very, very good players. Sean Hurd on the other side, as I said, run up in Champ singles a couple of weeks back. Sean's always in the hunt somewhere. And Bruce and Dollar, both very, very accomplished players. So, yeah, I think experience-wise, I think they're matched up fairly well with each other. Yeah, it's
Sure,
hard.
we'll see a really good game on our hands, just as we did in the triples.
Absolutely. Yep.
So
Yeah, I
we've
think we've probably got two similar teams to what we had in the ladies, really. I don't think there's a heck of a lot in it. It might just be maybe who gets on top up front, perhaps.
So where is the Pringle Park Bowling Club based?
So it's Te Atatu Peninsula. Kind of go through the shops. It's tucked in at the back of the shops.
Okay. So that's
on
sort
the
of
peninsula.
similar neck of the
I
woods.
think I could be wrong, but I have a feeling it's the old Te Atatu RSA, maybe Te Atatu Peninsula RSA, perhaps.
Okay.
Or part of the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Sorry, I'm not
No, that's
terribly
okay.
familiar with the club there, but yeah, I definitely know where it is, and I do believe it is part of the RSA or has an association with the RSA. So obviously both these clubs are situated on Te Atatu Peninsula. Obviously Te Atatu Bowling Club is as well. They're just a little bit further out the peninsula. So yeah, good day for Te Atatu. So dollar, that will be the shot itself. Good
Got
weight.
some similar coloured bowls, don't we? The white speckles are going head to head. And
Yeah. I think the ones with the kind of the blue running line, that's Bruce's bowls, and Peter's are more just that black and white speckle. Yeah, just again really good weight from Brendan, just on a slightly high line. Not a bad effort here. He's got Bruce's bowl to run into, so a couple of options down here for him.
I think he's going to
He's going to go under.
draw the shot clean,
Draw the
isn't he?
shot clean, so yep. That's two good bowls by Dollar. I think he'd be probably holding at least a couple, maybe three. And what's your thoughts, Terry, on early on in a game? Like, how do you, especially a final? I know, it's easy. A lot of people just say it's just another game of bowls, which it is, but it is a final, right? So, do you approach it different to any other game of bowls?
It's funny. What I probably used to say more often than not, I understand the mentality behind, it's just another game, treat it like a roll-up.
Oh, good
and
bowl from Adam here. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's
Very
more than
good
okay.
bowl.
It was
Great
worthy
bowl.
of an interruption.
Yeah, look, that's Brendan's bowl back there. So, yep, really good bowl by Adam.
Yeah, that's probably a few shots, actually, that they're holding, because I think it was Peter's white speckled bowl out there to the left.
Peter there.
Yep. Yeah, no, so I understand the mentality of approaching it like any other game, or a club roll-up, or however you wish to see it. And I guess the idea behind that is, relaxing your nerves. However, I liked, and perhaps this is because I loved the pressure of it, you know what I mean? Because sometimes that pressure environment, and we talked about it in the last game, it brings the best out of you if you approach it that way. So I liked to feel the occasion for that reason. However, now I would probably more answer it just in the sense that you just stick to your processes, because at the end of the day, you should treat each game the same, in the sense that you've got your process, your pre-mat routine, your pre-bowl routine.
Look, I'm a believer that it's just another game of bowls, and you treat it. Sure, it's a final, and it probably has a bit more emphasis than any other game. But look, at the end of the day, whatever you've done to get there has worked, right? So you don't really need to change anything. I don't believe you. I mean, depending how the game goes, maybe things go for you, against you, whatever. You might want to change your your game plan, but I think the way you start off should just be the way you've played to get to that point.
Yep.
So another one to Tiara 2 there, which takes them to a 3-0 after 2 ends. Good ball by Adam to move the jack away from danger. And a reasonable start by Peter.
They
Good
often
line.
talk about, first bowl effectiveness, and Adam's first bowl on that last end certainly was effective.
Yeah, absolutely was. And we've seen that in the ladies' game as well with Aggie. It can make all the difference sometimes. So Peter will be. I don't think he needs to change a lot here. He's only probably a mat and a half away. This line's great.
So we also talked a little bit in the women's final about the junior framework or the junior program that you guys have up here, and Peter Blucher is a big part of that.
Yeah, so Peter is coach selector, convener. I say coach, there is coaches as well that work with the squad. And he has a few assistants that help out. Robin Rahan is one of them. Lee Smith. Sorry, might have forgotten somebody, but no, I think that's kind of where we're at. And yeah, look, they run a good ship. Honestly, it's not easy trying to play in that Auckland 1-5 team. There's some very, very good players around.
Yeah.
And he's even, as an incumbent, and you might have had a great last event, but they reselect every time. So there's no givens. Peter's kind of got, obviously every year you're losing players, so he's got to look at developing and bringing new people through, and he's always got that backup. So each year he's got a group of maybe half a dozen, 8 players that, as the 50 years drop out, he's bringing that lot through. We do have one event where we played this year. We play against counties. They're a little bit low on numbers, so we put 2 teams in. They put 1 team in.
Cool.
So he plays our 50-year players with the new people.
Yep.
In one Auckland team, and then we have kind of everybody else.
Third,
in the other
fourth, or yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So that's kind of giving those new people the experience with the experienced 50 years, and believe it or not, they actually cleaned out the other Auckland team in this year's event or the season's event. So, it's just a good little confidence builder, and it's part of Peter's kind of system. He has his little plan in place to keep bringing the players through all the time. We do a 6-week stint generally before each event. I know a lot of other centres don't, and talking to, I think it was Northland, which typically is spread out, they cover quite a vast area, so it's hard for them to get together. We're quite fortunate we can do that. We just kind of get a little bit used to playing with who you're going to play with, and you kind of gel with people, and it does make it a hell of a lot easier when you come game day, right?
I think all of that work, that goes into the juniors is obviously working wonders. You're seeing the results, in rep matches and
good bowl by Adam
tournaments.
here. Another great first bowl, Adam.
Yep.
Very good. Great start to the game so far.
Yeah, he's certainly.
Yeah, you're right, Terry. If you look around, like even the open events, every single event, I'm sure there's a handful of juniors smattered around the finish line, so to speak.
I saw,
and that's a result of Peter and Les and Robin and other people, not just them, through the clubs as well. The hard work that they put into the juniors. I know here at our club at Royal Oak, great. I think off the top of my head, we're kind of in the mid-40s for juniors.
Yep.
That's numbers.
Wow.
And we have a good coaching program. They do a lot for juniors, and I know a lot of other clubs do as well. And that comes through at the other end, right, in the competitions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So was it Nicole Singer that won the centre pairs a few weeks back, or maybe slightly longer?
Yep.
Obviously
Certainly
a junior.
Yes.
We
Wait,
talked.
Steve Campbell, I think, got third in the men's open singles.
Yep, that's right.
And I think he did pretty well in the Champ singles as well. He's only a junior. Yeah, look, every event there's
Juniors are featuring down the
hanging
business
around.
end.
So, yep. So Adam just a little bit short with the second bowl there, but they are holding shot.
Sean going to
looking
find a
for
way
a
in the
bit of
back
action
door.
there, but not quite.
Maybe a second edge could have rolled him around
Just
a funny
one, I
angle.
think.
But
So one more to Tiatu. 4-0.
yes,
Leg
the
3.
Te Atatū Peninsula finding some early momentum.
And that's always good in a game, eh? It's good to get off to a good start, and if you're the other team, it doesn't mean you're necessarily playing bad, but it's always good to have some points on the board early. Just gives you a bit of confidence.
Yeah, I guess those first few ends of the final or any game, you are just feeling out the rink and things like that. But if you can also score at the same time, that's a huge bonus. Just a nice little head start.
Correct. And of course the flip side is, whilst you're filling that game out, you don't want to be finding yourself chasing 10 points early on, right? You want to sort of hang in there as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good start from Peter. Just good positional bowling early on.
A lot of players talk about finding the centre line early in a game, and I think that's so important. If you can find that centre line, you've got a real basic that you can stick with, and then the weight will come.
Yeah, correct. And I think the other thing too is, especially for leads, and I'm sure everybody's done it. You always want to play. Everyone wants to play the perfect bowls. I mean, that's you just do, right? You want to do the right thing. But in all reality, it's not going to ever happen. So I think the key is that if you're kind of within a mat and a half, to most occasions you're going pretty good. I think it's unrealistic to think that every bowl you're going to play is going to be perfect.
So I remember I might have been listening to Michael Jordan on doing something, and he was talking about the perfect game. And whilst you can strive to play the perfect game, as long as you have that awareness that actually no, it's not going to happen. I'm sure Michael Jordan probably made it pretty close a lot of times, but
yeah, absolutely.
But it's having the awareness that it's unlikely to happen, and so when it's not happening, you're okay about it. You're not getting caught up in not being perfect. And yeah, if you are just being effective and consistent, that's actually going to go a long way into winning games.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be pretty all the time, just effective.
And look, it comes back to that whole consistency thing, doesn't it? It's those players and the teams that they don't play outstanding bowls all the time, but they're just consistent. They're always somewhere around about. They will typically, and I do say typically, come out on top most times.
Yep.
I mean, I've had the pleasure of this year on a few occasions playing with Mike Galloway, and honestly, it's like watching a Rolls Royce at the other end of the night. It's just...
Oh, that's a good shot from Brendan. Draw the shot.
Just the consistency of watching somebody like Mike. It does rub off on you after a while, and you kind of, you might not play the perfect bowl, but it's always somewhere very close to what he's going for. It's never very far away. Well, most times it is perfect, but...
Yep. I know I often get caught up in being a bit of a perfectionist, as other people do as well. But I'm like, realistically, why am I holding myself to this standard?
So Dollar might just have been a bit on the wide side there. So 1 to Tiatu. I think it's only one. I think Bruce's front bowl might be sitting there for second shot. So far in this game, Adam has been very, very effective with his first bowl, and he'll be looking yet again to have that effectiveness. If he can draw somewhere around about that jack or close to it, we're going to put a little bit of pressure on Sean. Sean won't panic. Sean's been around a long time. He's experienced campaigner, but I'm sure he'll also be aware that he'll want to get the scoreboard ticking over sooner rather than later. So, he'll be searching for something.
I think he's still working on finding his line, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
pulled it narrow a few times now. Possibly just underplayed a couple of things as well. He'll know how to adjust though.
Yeah, that's all right by Adam. Not all bad for Adam there, because Sean was probably a touch underdone on his first one. He's a little bit light, and no doubt he'll put a bit more speed on. And sometimes it's easy just to overcook it a bit, right? So, if you put another back bowl in, you just don't know, the other person just might overdo it. And
He's given it a better chance here.
is he gonna drop? Not quite. Great effort. Gave himself a chance though, and unlike his first bowl, you gotta put yourself into that zone to have a chance. Yep, one more to Chiaratu. Ticks that board over a little bit more. 5-0 now, 4 played.
Yeah, these players are pretty quick with...
They're certainly not wasting any time through the game, are
Yeah,
they?
I feel like we're flicking through it pretty quickly.
Ticking along, nobody's muddling about, which is good.
Adam willing it to hurry. He knows it's on a good track, just wants it to finish.
Oh, one more mat. Come on, Dad, one more mat.
Yep, he's let him know.
And it's great, isn't it, to see, we've seen with Marisa and Eva in the previous game, the ladies' final, mother and daughter, to see father and son out here, Adam and Peter. They do play a lot of bowls together, and it's great to see. That you can do something with your family and be competitive, and Adam gets a bit boisterous with Dad sometimes, I think, but overall it's got to be a special moment for them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of Adam, but what I have seen, he does seem like an animated character on the green. Very passionate about his bowls.
Yeah, and that's just his style, I guess. It's his thing. It works for him.
Absolutely.
And it's not intrusive to anybody. It's just his little little gag. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
still 2 good bowls from Dola there. He wouldn't have...
Yeah, I think it might have been Bruce.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Bruce, I
a
think.
brilliant shot then. From both leads.
Adam's definitely an animated character, but for a young fella, he's certainly he can certainly play bowls, and he's a good sort. Well liked by everybody. Yeah, handy bowl, Brendan. Wasn't too far out, probably only half a bowl from picking up the jack, so he wasn't far away. Dollar will be wanting to just get a bowl. I think just past the jack. Just obviously there, might be looking at a little trail there. Brendan's got a back bowl in, so I think Dollar will be wanting to get in between the jack and Brendan's bowl, but he just a touch short.
Brendan's got an interesting sort of backswing and delivery with his hand.
Yeah, he sort of sways his arm a little bit and twists his hand.
Yeah.
But very effective. He's a very good
Oh,
player.
yeah.
He's, seems to work for him. Just dropped a little bit of speed there, unfortunately.
I know I've got a bit of a twisty delivery on the indoor bowl scene, but I haven't seen it in the outdoor like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of people around that twist their hand. I know young Nicole does it. She's got a bit of a twist on her. I think it's her forehand.
Yep.
If it's not, it's her backhand. One of them and Logan Clark's another one. Just twists his hand
Okay.
when he's at the back of his backswing.
Well, they all tend to go pretty good with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no right
Could be
and
the
wrong.
way to go.
No right and wrong. What works for you?
Adam, of course, with first bowl again. Certainly been making a difference. It's got a nice action.
Yeah, he's very
Very fluid.
Good bit of follow through, good momentum through his bowl.
Oh, he's not far
He's coming
away.
good again, and he
I
got
need to
the
hurry.
legs at him. Oh, another few rolls.
Mine's really good. Room for short on the backhand. Looking to be inside Brendan's bowl.
I don't know if you'll quite come back from there, Sean. Probably just a touch quick, if anything. Not a lot.
Yeah, no, wasn't too far away.
Take about a mat of speed off, I think you're inside that blue bolt. Adam probably same again. He's probably only needs to add a mat on, to be honest, and he's right on the money, so these guys are not too far away. How's your speed here, Adam? Looks a bit better. Has he got enough? Oh, still not quite, eh?
Not quite.
Another good line, though.
He's got that same sort of track.
Yeah, he will come back depending on his weight. I mean, it will come back from there.
Or just about, but he's got to find the outside of the bowl. The other two continuing with their scoring power.
One to Pringle Park, I think, Derry.
Oh. Lucky you're onto it.
They'll be happy. Get them on the board.
I think I'm still working out who's with who and the bowls.
Right. Oh, yeah, well, they're going that quick, eh? Game will be over before you work it out.
Hope not.
Pringle Park will be happy. Only a one, but it gets them on the board, right? Gets the scoreboard ticking over. So congratulations to the Blockhouse Bay Bowling Club, to their junior fours team, 1 to 5 fours team. Sorry, the names escape me. Freddie Tafari, Himawata Brown, crikey, Neil Prendeville, and sorry, I can't remember who the other lady was. I was doing well for a second there, wasn't I?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you'd cracked it.
Who?
I think you should have done all or none, but unfortunately you've landed with 3 out of 4.
Jim Hunter's wife. Congratulations, you were the other lady in that team. Sorry, I can't remember your name, Mrs. Hunter. And they were victorious over Flash Gordon, David Gordon, Ross Powell, Ran.
You've got this.
Ran. I should know, he's from my club. Crikey, I can't think of his surname. Peepers. Ran. And Peter McConnell from Royal Oak.
I would have thought if you'd brought it up, you would have been more confident with the,
I thought I had it.
the content.
I thought I had it.
The info. That's all right.
That's
Yes,
right.
well done to the
There's
Blockhouse
Freddie.
Bay
Congratulations, Freddie. Well done.
Bowling
That's
Club.
lovely. I believe for all 8 players, it was their first final. So, congratulations to all of them.
Was that a champ event, or was
No,
it
so it's an Auckland
1 to 5?
5 fours.
Cool.
There's Flash in the background walking past, the skipper of the Royal Oak team.
Did you play in that?
I did. I lost at the quarterfinal stage, I think. Lost to Howick. Done a lot of hard work. We played JC and it was a very tidy Te 2 team in the post-section round and had a nice victory there, but then we come unstuck against Howick boys in the next round. That's bowls. I think good initiative of Auckland Bowls to get that junior final played in, and on a day, where there's the seniors playing, and obviously there was no clashes of personnel, so that worked out nice for them. But it's good just to tick another event off, but also to have the juniors playing alongside a lot of the seniors is good too.
Yeah, definitely. Is that interesting action that he does so well?
Probably the same line he had previously, just a touch quick. That's all. Looks better here. Looks better here, Brendan.
So it's going to sit out rather than
way.
in. It's interesting how that happens. You'd almost think it would be more inclined to...
Adam's signalling they're holding 2. He might have sat out there, but Adam's signalled 2. So maybe Peter's bowl up at kind of 1 or 2 o'clock and Brendan at 8 o'clock. So I'd think if Sean can beat Brendan's bowl, he'll probably hold, I would think. A bit of a high line, however. Weight's good.
Yeah, the weight is good. And he has had reasonable speed these last couple of ends. Still just finding that line.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like that in a game, right? You just can't quite get it. Yeah. You're either inside the line, outside the line, and...
I imagine Adam will be sticking to that forehand as well. Might be a touch
might
heavy.
Be on the high line too, I think. Yeah, especially with that weight.
Right around the back. Sean doesn't have to adjust too much.
No, and he's been around a long time. Sean, I'm sure he'll make the change he needs to make.
Chances.
It should drop in there nicely, I think.
Ooh.
Just got it straight in the...
I think we both saw the same thing.
Yeah. Well, he could be, though. He said...
Confirmation from Brendan that they're still holding. Well, it probably is. Very close. Peter's not as sure. I don't think the shot changes too much though, does it? Brendan can still afford to just come down on the forehand.
Yeah, I think Adam will just be looking to... No, he's looking at the other hand, but yeah, I would have thought Adam could stay where he was. He just beats Sean's bowl. He's in the count.
Yeah.
He's just a bit heavy and wide last time, that was all really, but
he is changing. Sounded as though... Because it's their white bowl on the run, isn't it?
That's Peter's bowl. Dad says you're driving.
So I noticed they have nicknames on the backs.
Yep.
P-Dog.
Yep. That'll be B-Dog. And I would suggest A-Dog's at the other end.
How good are Brendan's eyes?
I don't know whose idea that was. I wonder who came up with that idea. What do you reckon?
Wasn't me.
No. I'll go with Adam. I reckon it'll be Adam.
Does feel like a more of the younger generation.
I would think so. I don't really know that Peter looks like the type to be A and B dogging and...
Oh, it's a tight measure.
Yeah, and I think this is for the shot, which I think the Pringle Park boys like the look of.
Oh, one for the umpire.
Well, we never seen the umpire in the ladies' final, did we? So
no.
I think Janine Young
had a couple of measures, but no umpire needed.
Yep. So Janine Young, also one of our members here at Royal Oak. She's a umpire for the weekend. And what a great job our umpires do, giving up their valuable time.
Yes. Thankless job, typically.
Someone likes it and someone doesn't.
Back around.
So Peter seems confident. He's got the mat in hand. We shall see.
Yeah.
Yep, he was correct.
Good eyes.
Good call, Peter.
From memory, Brendan liked it anyway, didn't he?
Yep.
At a glance.
So, 1/3 gone. 6-1. Te Atatu.
We saw this a little bit in the women's final where the Auckland Bowling Club of Agi Motu pulled away to a 7-1 it was before dropping a multiple, quickly closing the gap. So it'll be interesting to see here.
And Peter's just overthrown the jack there, so...
And that's actually what we saw, not an overthrow, but it was a different length.
Yeah, correct. I think Kim at the time might have thrown a slightly shorter length than what they had been going, and I picked up a 4, I think it was, and kind of just changed the game for a few ends. So
Pringle Park have just had the opportunity to...
yeah, well they've
Put it
now
where they want
chosen
to.
their length that they want. So let's see if Peter can. Obviously, he would have had a length in mind that he wanted to play. But that's now changed on him. And just a touch short. Looks like a decent ball from Bruce. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, right on the money.
Yep, that's a good startup. John will be happy with that.
Peter will be looking to give this one a little bit more of a chance. He's certainly had a really good line for a lot of these ends. And bowled some good ones himself.
Dad might be in trouble on the swap over here, I think. He's shouting the fish and chips, Dad, on the way home. Dad in the chair around the dinner table, eh? Crikey.
The drive home.
Yeah, no.
It's great bowling with family when it's going well.
Yep.
Can't be too bad because they obviously do play a lot of bowls together.
They do, they do.
Sure they wouldn't do that if they didn't enjoy it.
And they have done for a few years too, so they obviously like it and it works. Here's Brendan.
Yeah, Adam's liking
Down
this
into
one.
that head, Brendan. Very close. Great bowl, Brendan.
Really good shot from Brendan.
Even if it's not shot, it's a good bowl. That's a very good bowl. You get a bowl like that, it kind of just takes a little bit of pressure off, and you know there's a decent chance you're not going to drop a number.
That's it. You can rest easy knowing you've got one in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You can just focus on adding to that.
So, close. Let him had a good look. Don't need to change a lot, Brendan.
I think he might be around this head, which isn't a bad thing.
Oh, that's good. Right idea, good speed because you run into yourself or even, you know,
Sit
Bruce's
the
bowl
other
there.
bowl,
So,
yeah.
Yep, well played, Brendan. And sometimes, you know, you play the right shot, you play a good bowl. You don't always get the result, but
Yeah.
chances are you're going to be useful in some capacity.
It comes back to that being effective rather than perfect. Not far away here.
Good bowl, Dollar. He gonna get all the way back.
Needs it to finish.
Maybe.
What's A-Dog going to play here, Steve?
Well, I think he'll probably play something similar to Brendan, I think. I mean,
It's
there's
either
kind
way,
of a shot
isn't it?
each hand, but
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of just played that. I don't know that he needs to change too much. It won't depend if they have got shot, actually. It could change Adam, you know, which hand he plays.
Yeah.
or if they're down. But I think that same hand, just drawing up to Brendan's bowl, turning the Bruce's bowl, that one with that blue running line, if he can roll out a couple of rolls.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep, and he is going that same forehand. Just slip those two front bowls there and he'll be close.
Down to the
He's
speed.
tight, I think.
Well, I think that track wasn't too... Well, it depends how aggressive you're going to be, I suppose. How reachy.
I think he's the right shot, though. I think this hand here, he got a chance just to run into that bowl of dollars and kind of you close yourself off from the head.
Yeah.
And where he's ended up has actually pushed Sean a touch wider there now, doesn't he, really?
Yeah.
Although Sean's not played a bad bowl here, I don't think. Oh, he's gonna... Probably just a bit of weight more than anything. His line's good. So, chuck about another metre of weight on Adam, I think. He'll be close.
Needs to dive.
Don't know if he's quite got the speed. No, just the speed again.
Do you think there's a chance that the green has slowed down a bit since this
Absolutely.
afternoon?
Yeah, it'll be starting to get a little bit colder out there. Getting late in the day. Absolutely, the green will slow down a bit. Typically it does. But these guys, Sean is actually was a member here, so he's played a bit of bowls here. Adam and Peter and Brendan, they do play in a few of our open events here as well. So, all these guys would have played enough bowls here to understand that.
Gee, Sean was not too far away there.
He's
Nice
unlucky,
little...
actually slid through the gap and got nothing.
Yeah, the slide looked like it would have been a good touch, but actually it found him a hole.
Straightened him up past the outside edge of the jack. Yeah, and you do find, especially the inside carpet greens, they tend to slow down a lot more than the outside carpet greens. Not sure why that is, but someone smarter than myself will know the answer. I don't, but it just seems to be the way it is.
We've just had an undercover green open up down in the Waikato area at Frankton Junction Bowling Club.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting for the region. I think years ago they used to have a covered green. I had one season years ago and I'm sure that was an option there, but since coming back that hasn't been available. Now it is. And they're certainly making great use of it so far.
Oh, it's a game changer for your club. I mean, crikey, the bowls we can play here. You don't get rained off for a start, so if you're playing, you're playing.
Yeah.
We have a midweek Wednesday night triples that starts this coming Wednesday, which we're going to run for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably do another block, maybe just before the season starts again. Plus any club events that we don't get finished for whatever reason on the given day. You can 6 o'clock game after work or something can get the game finished in the evenings, which we've done on a few different events just recently. So gives you, plus the corporate stuff, right? It can just go all year round and
Yeah.
yep. Certainly a huge asset to the club. So one more to the other two total on that last end. 7-1 now, 7 played. So they're just ticking away. They got picked up a 2 and then it's been 1 since then. So, but every one you get, one they don't get.
That's it.
They soon add up. And Sean and his Pringle Park teammates, they haven't been too far away. They're just, maybe a couple of things not quite gone right for them, but, they've been there or thereabouts.
Yeah, they can take comfort in the fact that the numbers that they have been dropping are only ones, barring that first end. And yeah,
Yeah, good bowl by Bruce there. Well played, Bruce.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot by Bruce.
And we've seen it in the ladies, a similar sort of fashion, and girls are able to peg that back a couple of times.
Sometimes those ones, though, they just keep adding up. And
yeah, well, they chew the ends up too, so.
And that's it. It's more that psychology around, yeah, just the momentum isn't in your favour.
So good last bowl by Bruce, and Dollar will want to follow that up with something good. Dropping under Peter's bowl.
Certainly a fine line.
Yeah, I don't think he's too far away with it, to be honest. He's, just nips his green a fraction, he's probably all right.
Adam likes it.
Yep.
It's going to go to a handy home.
Yep.
It's a couple there now for Adam.
That's Peter's bowl, I think he just drew alongside.
Yep.
So, yep. So, yeah, a couple of good catches, and if you look from that angle there, if he can run into something there, he could go good for him. Bowler has tightened his line. He might have just dropped a smidge of weight too, though, unfortunately.
He's left
Not bad, though. He's
left a big enough gap, but in saying that, it's a little edge for Adam if he is on that wider
But
line.
actually might help Sean too, in some respects. Sean could actually use that to fall into the head as well.
Yep. And at the end of the day, it's a second shot, right?
Yep, correct. They were 2 down prior to that, so... Adam's looking around that bowl, I feel.
Tell you what, if Adam can pick that jack,
Yeah,
it's a lot happening at the back for them. Sean's going to put paid to that though, if he can finish off. It helps. Straight into his work.
Yeah, knows what he wants to do. Nice and clear. That clarity, Terry, we talked about.
He's taken some weight off, which has helped his
He's
cause.
not far away, I don't think. It's
Possibly.
possibly good enough for 2. Yep, so he must have rolled that bowl of dollars. I think he might have rolled that up for 2. He wasn't far away from falling off that really onto the shot bowl, was he?
Not at all. Can Sean
So
make
Sean-
3 of it?
So this will be good for Sean. His boys.
Or close here if he can get a clean
Get
run.
under there.
And stop though.
Oh, crikey.
2 to Pringle Park.
Yep.
To make the score 3-7. Played 8. And they'll feel good about the fact that it was a 2 as well. They've been dropping 1s more than anything. So a 2 makes up for a couple of those ends.
Yeah, correct. Yep. Yep.
Well, he drew the shot last end and it stayed.
It did, yeah. Can you repeat the dose? Well, he is going down the kind of hand, so nice draw on that hand.
I think he'll hang about to be handy.
Yep, weight's good. Useful. Hurry, says Adam. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, little
Yep,
touch as
little
well.
touch, well done.
Jana from Mount Albert certainly had a lot of touches in the women's final.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she played really well.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
work
well
from
played,
Bruce. Good response.
Peter will be looking to keep that same speed up. If he's, he won't be wanting to back off at all. As we talked about, that green will be slowing down, so you just got to, even as a lead, you got to play a really positive type of game. Unfortunately, later in the day when it does slow, it'll pull up pretty quick. So, you're always just reaching through the head all the time.
Yep, and there's certainly no harm in going past.
You always play this similar style, and you would have experienced this, Terry, with watching the Aussies play, and you would have seen that firsthand that, they do play an aggressive attacking type game. The green is a bit slower, and it's almost what you got to play on this type of surface is that style.
Yep. Yeah, I think if you find yourself on a really slick green, then yeah, you'd probably play less of that style because you'll lose a lot of bowls that way, and you would rely on the draw a lot more.
Yep. Brendan just missing his line there. His weight's good, but unfortunately just missed his line completely there, so he'll no doubt regroup for his next one. Dollar will be trying to make him pay for it. I think he's tight too.
Still got a good crowd inside there.
Yeah, still a few people. Probably not so many sitting out now. It's a beautiful day, but it is cooled down a bit. So I just went for a wander down there pre-game, and there's a few sitting inside the clubhouse. So yeah, Brendan probably be a little bit disappointed there, I'd say, with those two bowls. Not really a great deal of use for anything out there, but up until this point he's been pretty steady. Sean on the draw. He might be a bit underdone too, I think. I wonder if Adam likes this backhand side down the ditch side there to drift under Sean's bowl, rest the shot bowl. If he gets a little trail on the jack, 3 or 4 inches, he makes 2 of it.
Sure, that's what he'll be going for. He's been playing those shots really well. Certainly at the start of the game. It's to drop.
He's probably quick, I think, more than anything. Don't think his line was all that bad. He's probably just a touch quick. So you got another chance, Sean. Like the last end, Bruce's first bowl is still hanging around.
Yep. Certainly very helpful when your lead is going well.
Absolutely.
Is he going to hold enough with that speed?
He might get the bowl. He might get the bowl and the jack. But
what's happened now that the dust has settled?
So there's a bowl just up. We can't see there, kind of 1 o'clock. That is Dollar's bowl. Yeah. And Adam's obviously down on the centre line here.
And it's Peter's white one. Probably Dollar's other one, isn't it? Dollar's got a couple around there.
No, Brendan seems confident.
His eyes were pretty good last time we hit the umpire.
Yeah.
A reluctant one.
Little shake on Dollar's head there.
Well played by Adam. That makes the score 8-3 to Te Atatū Peninsula Bowling Club And we are now at the halfway mark.
Yeah, they're racing along there. Take no time at all to get to here. So Adam's been quite effective with some of his bowls. Terry's just, his first few ends, his first bowl each end was effective, and just, in the more recent ends, he's played a couple of really good second bowls to either cut the numbers down or get the shot.
Oh, a great start from Peter.
Yeah, well played. Can't get much better than that.
Be back in the good books. Bruce, though, he's certainly found some good form.
How's his speed?
Pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, I
not
think
too bad. That's handy. Yep, good enough. Pretty good reply.
it's a few ends in a row that he's found the shot.
Bit of a kick of the ground there with Peter. I don't know if he's
Usually
happy
indicates
with that or not.
Usually indicates more speed, doesn't it?
But
It's not a bad thing in
he's-
the way the head's here. And it fell the right
very
way
good.
as well.
Interestingly, we've seen it a few times over the last couple of games where someone's played their bowl and shook their head or screwed up their face or something, and with the indication of, oh, we don't really like that. And each time, I think it's turned out pretty good for them. So
It's I wonder if it's more just that it hasn't come out quite right, but
Yeah.
actually, the bowl itself
it's all
is
about the end
on its
result,
way.
though, right?
Yeah, that's it. Certainly a nice pocket of white bowls there.
So, as we mentioned earlier in the game, both these teams are kind of come from a similar neighbourhood. They're both out here to Peninsula, and all the players will know each other really, really well. The two clubs have a decent association with each other, so all these guys will. I'm sure they've shared a beer many occasions. They'll all know each other. They'll all get on well.
And no matter what happens here, I'm sure they'll share a beer afterwards.
Yeah, probably. But right now they're bitter rivals.
It's it.
So Dollar will be looking to split up those two bowls of Peters. He just wants to
He's not
wrestle
far
in
away.
on the back one. He's just run past it, but what a great effort.
Yeah, it's still a good bowl. It's just that
If he
those
falls
other
in
ones.
front of that bowl, he's got great position. He's just unfortunate to fall behind it.
Brendan following him down.
So it wouldn't make much change, Dollar. Pretty good last time.
Looks a good track again. I'm just not sure
Yeah.
about that speed.
Yeah, he just dropped the weight. It's kind of where he's landed an awkward spot there, and he's kind of might have blocked the line down.
You might be able to just sneak past. I think if you're Adam, which he's about to bowl, isn't he? I think he can get around it to a handy spot. He's holding the shot.
Sean can get in, Sean with a touch of speed. The problem for Sean is if he gets that shot bowl, he possibly gets the jack. And I think Brendan's got a couple of bowls sitting around behind there, so that's, not ideal. So he kind of hasn't done us Skip any favours by landing there. Yeah, I think Adam's under it.
One roll. Oh, half a roll,
Yeah.
even better. They could peel out of there pretty nicely, though.
Yep.
It'll be a
I
pretty
think he'll
cool
be
shot to watch.
Sean will be having a look.
Chances outside of it as well. But I think if he can go square through Adams, Certainly holds a lot on that side, particularly with weight.
Yeah, just like as the green slows, it's not going to turn as much.
Yes, so that white bowl to the left where Peter's foot is of course an opposition bowl that belongs to Bruce.
Yep.
That is the direction the jack is heading if Sean gets the outside white on the forehand. Did you hear what the call was there from Adam?
Yeah, he's trying to land that bowl of Bruce's, the one that you said the jack's aimed at. I think he's trying to draw to that bowl in case Sean does run into the other of Bruce's bowls and turn the jack. Pops out the side. He's not far away either. He's not far away. There's that animation of Adams.
Couple of opportunities here for the Pringle Park Club.
Yeah, there is. He's kind of in a bit of a tricky little spot here, Sean, because he kind of a shot there to play, but it can kind of go all sorts of horribly wrong too, right?
I think if he commits to it and it kills, that's okay. That's still a good result.
Fine. It kills actually a good result for him.
Yeah. Certainly no harm in being up to it. I possibly would have... Oh no, he's got more pace than I think he does. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, beautiful. Great shot. Very well played. Yeah, and I agree. I thought probably needed a touch more speed than that.
Yeah, I was
but
expecting
hey, look,
a little bit more.
He landed everything nicely and all fell for him, so well played, Sean.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought point to Pringle Park Bowling
Club. Yeah, but an important point.
Absolutely, and some great shots that end.
You know, with half the game gone, so it was very important for him to score.
Did that work out to be one?
Just one.
Yep.
So 8-4, 10 played.
Very low scoring with predominantly ones and a couple of twos thrown in. Of course, most of the ones have gone to Te Aratu. It was a really good tight head though, and good shots played by the skips. And an excellent start by Bruce.
Yeah, well done. These two are having a good tussle up front. Oh, Peter might have dropped his speed a bit there, I think. Good line.
Yeah, I would say that Bruce has probably had the edge overall.
Yeah, it's certainly the last few ends Bruce has kind of really come on, the last 2 or 3 ends, but yeah, he's possibly just had the little edge over Peter. Is he under that?
Under?
Yeah, if he's under, he's all right, I think. Adam's catch. What are you doing to me, Dad? Come on. Come on, P-Dog.
He might be looking for the back door as well.
Oh, I think he's run into his own one. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, shake of the head. Adam's not happy.
On to the twos.
Peter there, a little pat on the back to Brendan. Save me, please. Yeah, Dollar's looking all right here. Is he? Yep. Looks decent.
He's been pretty consistent, hasn't he? He's
Yep.
been in the area.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. He plays a very, very good bowl. Generally, his weight's pretty good.
That's half of it.
Quite an important half. I tell you what, if Brendan's under this white bowl, he's not far away either.
Does need to hurry.
Oh, just about. Same again, Dollar, says Sean. Another one of those, please.
Holding to at the moment. If he could draw a third here, it does put a little bit of pressure on Te Aratu.
Yeah, and this is what, we've seen the same in the ladies' final. That little lead they skipped out to, and then all of a sudden back come the opposition. Touch a jack, yeah, that's good.
Yep, certainly no harm.
That hides it.
It's it.
So they're holding 3. Even though he's moved the jack, he's actually tucked it away. It's a little bit tougher to get at now.
That's it. They're still holding 3, but it is probably harder to get to.
Important bowl for Brendan and his Te Two team. Oh, Adam's not liking that. If he stays on the back, though, he might be alright. It could be handy if he hangs around.
I think Adam's willing it to stay on, and it has.
And it has, yeah, well.
It's an option.
So, yeah, okay, he didn't get what he went for there, but he's actually probably put a pretty good bowl in, really, in the scheme of things. It kind of opens up another avenue. If you look down on Adam's forehand, he's an option down through the middle there, possibly, onto Bruce's bowl.
Yep, slightly across the head, you're
Can't
saying.
quite see that gap on this angle, but to me it looks like he could get down onto Bruce's bowl, onto the jack, and because now Brendan's got that one at the back.
It is tight. I'd still probably play it on the backhand, though. Straight through there.
Yeah.
You could probably collect 2 of them.
See what Sean does here, I suppose. Puts another one in the way.
Still there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's pretty direct on the backhand. Just feels a little too tight.
Possibly depends on the speed. Adam can go pretty big speed, so he may look forehand because he can go pretty quick, which he'll hold that under there easy.
Yeah.
Just depends what speed he wants to play it, really, I think, as to what hand he goes.
I'm excited for some big speed.
No, he's going backhand. He likes your option better than mine, Terry.
Well, is he drawing?
Yeah, he's more just drawing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he is 3, he's probably 4 down, so...
Maybe we were
probably
getting a bit aggressive.
Just trying to get a ball on the head, probably.
Which is fair.
Oh, he's probably only 2 down now.
It's a good shot.
Maybe 3. Yeah, beat that bowl, Sean. He's going to hold. Yeah, he's alright, I think. How's his speed? Oh, jeepers. So it might be 2, maybe? 2, maybe 3?
If he does choose to draw again, you know, his first one was a good one.
It's hard to tell whether it's 3 or not. I can't. Whether Adam's bowl, how far behind that Jack or Sean's sort of 11 o'clock bowl might sneak in.
Is he lining up?
He's lining up for some weight here.
I did think that might be the case.
So
and
he's looking at that forehand drive.
I think that's a good call. Ooh.
Oof.
Well, he cut one out.
Nearly got his own back bowl there, which wouldn't have been great because he cleaned everything else out too. But so 2 to Pringle Park when the dust settles. 8-6. 11 gone. So it just tightens up a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably the tightest the scoreline has been for quite some time now.
Yeah. And a surprise, I kind of thought Adam might play that with his first bowl, which sort of surprised me he didn't. But I know he does like to play that expensive type game at times, and
Wonder if he was talked down, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially, I'm not sure. He certainly played a good first bowl. You know, it's very handy. How effective it was, I'm not sure though, because he still might have been the same 3 down.
Possibly. Anyway, 2 it was. Bruce has gone on the ditch with his first one.
I think Peter's doing the same.
He's going to hang on, I think.
It's probably the...
unfortunately, that's the fallout of going in the ditch with your first bowl, right?
It's probably the first end in a while that we haven't seen Bruce near the jack, you know, with at least one of his bowls.
Yep.
Peter has a chance to...
I think this is not bad from Peter here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. I think when you're given that opportunity to nail the jack, it's important that you do, you know.
Yeah, and Bruce has been going pretty good most of the game, so I think Peter will be aware that, you know, maybe Bruce has just got a little edge on him and he's opened me an opportunity. I've got to jump on that and, you know, sends a message just to say, hey, look, I'm here.
Yep.
You might have me at this point, but leave me half a chance and I'll take it.
That's it. So important.
Still there, mate.
Couple of mats. He's out on a good draw line there, Brendan.
Good, mate.
Yep, that's good.
Come on, mate. Drive the shot. Much, mate. A mat.
It's only a mat over. Looks good. So, Dollar's just gone with a slightly higher line. Yeah, and just a touch more speed as well.
That's all.
Don't know, is it good or bad? I'm not sure.
We'll find out.
I think
Adam
it's, I think
likes
it's
it.
okay. I think
He'll
it's
tell
okay.
us.
I think it's okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a great bowl. I think Adam was hoping it would just sneak around clean.
Yeah, that's
But hey, we'll take it.
good. That's good. So, Sean's got a bit of work to do here.
What do you do here, Steve?
I think the obvious is to backhand draw.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. We won't look any further. Backhand draw it is.
Yep. Which makes sense, right? It's really open out there. Do you think Brendan will go to the backhand?
Adam.
Adam? Yep. That one.
Yeah, maybe.
Beat him to it.
Possibly. I think, like, most of Sean's game is just drawing. I don't think... Well, Sean will attack, but he's not a big driver. He tends to draw, mostly.
Yeah.
So, I think Adam will be aware... Oh, he's going to sneak through the gap. Oh, right through the gap. I think Adam will be aware that while Sean will play a little runner, he won't have a big drive at something. So, yeah, I think Adam will be happy to keep the heads tight.
Yeah.
I think he'll be happy for Sean to attack, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, he's got
it
a
this
weight,
time.
he's got a good correction.
Oh, just going to pull up.
It could be 3 to tier to 2 here.
Hang on, I'll check. Yeah.
2, you're looking at 3.
Oh, mate, I like 3. So,
3, Peter likes 3. Yeah, I like 3 too, Peter.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Maybe.
So, this is a bit of a game changer, Terry.
Oh,
Yep.
you're about a metre over.
I mean, we're all
Good one,
most
count. Oh, put your count.
definitely going to be the biggest number of the game.
Yeah, good, Green.
So if he can get anywhere near Peter's foot, he will be close.
Yeah, I quite like the idea of the foot placement. It gives it paints a good picture of where you need to be for a shot. You know, you don't.
Yeah.
I think, especially when you're starting out in the game, you know, obviously the general rule is to get as close as you can to the jack. But in a situation like that, you don't necessarily need to be on the jack. You just need to be in an area.
Correct.
Um,
Correct. see a lot of people do it to show the line of the, they stand with their foot out to the side, shows where jack level is.
Yeah.
When it's hidden behind bowls and so forth, and it just gives you a good guide, right?
Yeah, that's it. There's a fair way down from the other end. It can often look so different.
I'm not sure it was 2 or 3, I don't know. Peter called 3, but might have only been 2, I think. Two it was. Yep, 10-6.
Quite often when that happens, you almost feel like you've lost a shot. You'd almost rather, if you were told 2 from the start.
Yeah. I guess it didn't change his shot that he played, though.
No.
So I think Adam's shot's the same whether he was holding 2 or 3.
Of course.
I think if in that situation, if you play a different shot because you're holding a number and it doesn't turn out to be so, then I guess not ideal. But in that scenario, I mean, Adam was really only adding to numbers anyway, so I don't think it changed anything.
Well,
So
the defending champions are going well in their defence so far.
They're nose in front by 4. And we are now entering that final third of the game.
Yep, we're on the home stretch now. 6 ends to go.
So the Tier 2 boys, they'll be just wanting to keep doing what they're doing. They've got a lot of ones in this game, and they'll just keep wanting to add to that. I don't think Sean hasn't quite hit point of searching yet, but another couple of ones he might.
They haven't really looked to have been building any numbers though, so...
No, there was one end a couple ends ago. I think they possibly could have picked up a 3 or a 4 or something.
Yes,
but they've been few and far between, haven't they? It's been a pretty tight game.
If he can find the hole.
He's going to run into Peter, I think. Oh, well, it's his own bowl anyway, so not all bad. And Pringle Park, Dollar, he'll be down on the back end and got the chance to do the same. He could run into Bruce's bowl or either side of it, he's good. Handy round the back, touch quick, but in saying that, with that speed, if he did run into Bruce's bowl, was all good, so it's okay. He might get away with it, Brendan. He has got away with it.
Yep, probably the second shot, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Good speed.
So Sean will be wanting something close here. Oh, just drop the speed off. Oh dear. So one of those scattered ends, Terry, that happens. But sometimes it's hard to improve, right? It's there's a lot of stuff in the way, and all,
Yeah, it's sort of, heads can develop and then it just becomes a bit awkward, doesn't it? How do you find a path?
Yeah, that's right. Now, that... Yeah, well, it might just block the tight line for Sean there, so he's probably got to go around now. Probably definitely made his mind up. Might be too big.
It's getting a little bit of turn.
Yeah,
Not sure if
he'll
it'll be
come all
enough.
the way back from there, though. He's cut that one out of play.
Beautiful speed.
It's Probably only one down now.
Go on.
So Adam will be looking to match Peter's bowl. So for Peter looking at that, he kind of looked closishly at it. If Sean is to beat his own bowl, maybe he's close for shot.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I think you've got to be looking to beat your bowl, not draw the jack.
Better line, I think.
Yes. If you drop now, Sean, I think you...
Yeah, a little
you're
touch to
gonna
help you
be
out.
Okay. Well done. Well played. Well played. So, 1 to Pringle Park. 10-7. After 13. 5 to go. Anybody's game still.
Come on, mate.
And one thing we haven't seen a lot in this game is there hasn't been a lot of change in mat length or jack length. You know, but both teams have tended to play a similar length.
Which is interesting because I don't think either team has, you know, I think both team would probably benefit from a change of length, don't you think?
And yeah, absolutely. And it's not often that you'll get
Both
both teams
teams.
playing the same length.
Yeah, agreed.
Somebody at some point will typically take the mat back, pull the mat up, throw a whatever length jack, but both teams tend to be doing the same sort of thing.
I suppose it makes sense for Te Aratu, who are in front, to keep it at that length, you know, because it is working for them. Yeah, Pringle Park possibly could have changed it up a bit and see if that would have made any difference.
Peter looking, staring it down.
Come on, mate.
He has not beaten Bruce's bowl. So Bruce has another chance to get there first.
Come on, mate. Come on, buddy. Keep coming.
Yeah, we're looking there. Bruce, are you...
Can't see where the jack is.
Can't see the sunlight there. Behind Sean,
There it
that's where it
is.
is hiding.
Yep.
So, just peering out the window here, Derry, it looks as though Bruce has got one. Bruce has still got one, and he's just been rolled up to the jack. So, yeah, so those first two bowls of Peters and Bruce's, they are about a good metre and a half short. The two we see kind of just near the centre line, they're a good metre and a half short. A bit more, I think.
In comedy, fellas.
Great work by our cameraman in the background to change the lighting so we can see the head better. We should ask the teams to play full length so that they're outside of the glare, you know.
Absolutely.
Get it in the shadows.
Just
The jack.
Place the jack.
Yeah. Onto the 2 metre, thank you.
Sorry, it's playing havoc with the TV cameras.
Yeah, it's for the viewers at home.
The familiar Brendan call.
Getting a shout, yep. Haven't heard them bust out the nicknames
The
yet.
B-Dog and the...
No.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's
Think
good bowl
we've-
by B-Dog there, I tell you.
Yeah, I was going to say we've used the nicknames more than they have.
One's in there. Go on down, mate. Right.
Certainly an excellent bowl though, right in behind the jack. Not an easy one to get out.
No, not... Especially with those two shorter bowls there, because obviously you need a bit more of a direct line, and they possibly just kind of hide that shot a bit. So, Dollar can sneak past here. Tell you what, he's
Oh,
gonna
yes.
just drop it a bit short. Great effort.
There now, mate.
Very good effort.
Land on Bruce is perfect.
So Brendan switching to the backhand.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
through the hole he goes.
gee, that touch should have been all he needed. I reckon he would have had 2 shots.
So now what's Sean doing? He's
Well-
got Dollar's last bowl, which is just past those 2 short ones. On his backhand, that is Peter's bowl sitting there. So
Right. I think if you're on the backhand, you'd be more looking with weight. I mean, you could use Peters inside edge of it.
yeah, absolutely.
Looking for some
I
jack
think
movement.
the backhand is probably the better option. That hand is the slightly holdy hand. So I think holdy hand. You there?
Moving on.
Yeah.
He's on the forehand
He's
anyway.
on the forehand anyway, so yeah, never mind. I kind of think there's a nice shot on the backhand there, though.
Yeah, I think just you still might be down at the end of it, but you would have opened it up. I just feel like there's more chance to open it
Well,
up.
there is now. So he's kind of got his own bowls each side now. So Adam, so holding 2 is Peter, and that's Bruce's bowl, I think, off the back right edge there at kind of 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So any jack movement's probably not great for Adam. He'll just be drawing, I think, to put something else close. Yeah, you're going to run into the head, Adam. Yeah, pretty good effort. Round Dollar's bowl. It's a very good bowl, Adam.
Wow, eh? You have to be.
He will
Playing
be
with weight on the
searching
backhand
that
now.
bowl now. There's a great chance if you get Adam's last bowl up onto the jack that it could kill. So I think
And I think
it's gonna
kill's almost
squeeze.
the best
Oh,
option in a way.
well, you're 3
yeah.
down. You're 3 down, right? So
Or the right edge would have been okay. Follow on.
1 down, 2 down. Oh, he took 1 out.
Fair
Adam
effort.
still has another bowl. Does Adam now?
Same shot.
Yeah.
Same again.
Yep. Sit
Why?
the green.
Yeah, why change? Oh, is he
You
going-
follow Sean's bowl down. Sit the green out.
Yeah, fair enough.
If anything, I suppose, is they're on the side of wide, not tight, so you don't run into your own bowl. Play it confidently. 4 here. Gives you a nice little lead, doesn't it, late in the game?
It's diving.
Not a... Oh, might be diving too much. Bad luck. 2 down. So, 14 gone in the Auckland Bowls Men's Champ Triples Final. And it is 12-7 to defending champions from Te Aratu Peninsula. Adam Blucher, Brendan Kelly and Peter Blucher looking good at this point in time.
Less glare this end.
Might
Happy.
have just thrown the jack out of bounds there, I think, Peter. So here's Pringle's Park. We just talked about maybe a change of length. This is an opportunity maybe for Pringle Park to...
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So, as a lead, would you make that decision by yourself, or would you ask the skip? Would you hope that the skip would stand somewhere to indicate where they'd like?
Yeah, I would have thought it's something perhaps you might have discussed earlier, in that, what do we do if this happens during the game? I don't know. Some teams do, some teams don't, I suppose. Some skips are happy for the lead to do whatever. I think in this scenario, as a lead, I might look up at my skip and kind of go, what do you want? Knowing that
Yeah.
probably need some points pretty soon.
I
Would
think
you?
it's something Yeah, the skip obviously is usually in charge of the game plan, right? But I think it is important that all players are aware, of what length is working and what isn't, and
100%.
Is it worth changing something? And obviously, that is when, maybe if you're thinking about it from a lead situation, you'd have a chat with your team. Admittedly, as a skip, when I am skipping, I'll often think about, right, we need to change jack, but I'll often, by the time we cross over, I'll forget to mention it.
Yeah, I tend to sometimes, if you can sort of see a game maybe slipping somewhere or heading in a direction, I'll, on the crossover, just mention if we win this end, bring the mat up, or throw a 2-2 or whatever I think might work. And I'll kind of suggest that earlier so that they know
that's it.
Next end we win, that's what we're doing. They don't, we'd have to muck around and think about it.
And that way it's a quiet conversation with yourself. And I think the crossover is the perfect time to do that, but that is always the time I'd forget. I think I'm too busy smiling at my teammate on the crossover, talking about something else. And then I'll get down there and I think, oops.
Right. So, a couple of sketchy ones, I think, from Bruce might be in the money at the minute, but a nice close one from Nolly here would certainly help.
Yeah, I think this could be it.
Good bowl, mate, says Sean, and he's right, it is.
Yeah, never in doubt that one.
Very good. Just what the doctor ordered. Timing's everything, Terry. And that was perfect timing.
Timing does go a long way in the game of bowls. Oh,
How's
pretty
Brendan's
good from
weight?
Brendan.
How's Brendan's weight?
Just enough, I think.
Yes.
What a reply.
Yes. B-Dog's in the game. Good and proper, isn't he? Hey? So, Dollar, if he can play a very similar shot to what he just played, probably with another foot of weight maybe, just get a little bit of movement out of the jack. What do you think, Sean? Let us know.
Oh, it's a good
Yeah,
spot.
good home. Yeah, well played. That's good weight. I like that. That's the right idea. Just trying to trail the jack around the corner. And I don't doubt for 1 second Sean will be trying to, if he can move it between those two bowls of dollars for 3.
Adam, of course, will have the first look at this head. Try and beat Sean to it. Find a handy spot himself.
And Adam plays a positive game. I don't think he's likely to back off at any point. He'll still be playing that good positive bowls like this. Well done, Adam.
Yep, it's proactive.
Yep, that's good.
Very good.
And even if he is one down, like if he does move the jack and they go one down, it's still the right shot to play.
Yep, it's better that he do it than Sean.
He's put a bowl in the mix here, right? So again, his chances of now dropping that big number aren't so great.
Yeah, that's it. He's breaking up that scoring area from building up against him. And Sean Hurd
played a very good bowl here, Sean.
Does he come with it?
Oh, he might be unlucky, but he has now opened an opportunity.
There's another scoring area
backhand.
for him,
Yeah,
isn't there?
correct.
Is Adam sticking to the forehand?
I think Adam is going backhand. And he could lay his own bowl down or draw past his bowl.
And like we spoke about,
I just don't know that he'd want to go forehand and lay Sean's bowl into the head.
Yeah, I guess in my mind I was looking at drawing inside that bowl, but it is of course a risk.
Yeah, I think Adam might.
I think no matter which way you look at it, there's risk either side.
He's going to go the same way.
Well, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I think on the backhand, while there's still options there.
Okay. Oh well.
You could trail the jack yourself, which again, it's better you do it than they do it. But
so Sean does have that opportunity now. It's a little jack movement. 3.
Big bowl
Yep.
as far as the game goes.
He doesn't need to move it a long way.
It's just a positive draw, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Making sure you're up there.
100%. Probably one down, I think, to Adam's bowl, but he... Yep. Just probably a bit quick.
Yeah.
Although in saying that, if he picks that jack up and trails it all the way through, they probably still score 3 anyway.
Yeah.
So one more to Te Atatu Peninsula. Moves them on to 13-7. And we have 3 ends to go in this final. So that would be quite a feat, Terry, for a lot of people. It's not that easy even winning a club championship, but to win your club championship 2 years in a row, and then potentially defend that champ title is a pretty good effort.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially in a centre where I imagine in Auckland there's a lot of depth.
Absolutely, yeah, very strong centre. I mean, you've got a massive player base, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's it would be a very, very, very good achievement by these boys, and they are looking relatively comfortable at this point in time. It's a good bowl by Bruce. Sean will be happy with that one. So do we know who these teams beat in the semi-finals, Terry?
Just having a look at that. Yeah, so Te Atatu Peninsula put out the Epsom Bowling Club, and Pringle Park put out Howick.
Oh well, congratulations to Howick and Epsom as well. I mean, that's a good achievement. Semi-finals of a champ. I think sometimes we kind of don't really celebrate enough. I think people getting to that point, it's not easy.
That's it. It does take a lot of games and a lot of wins to
Correct.
get down to the business end.
Correct.
And then, yeah, sometimes a case of, quarters or semi-finals, you feel like you've come so far and...
One lucky shot or something goes against you, or I don't know, whatever. But yeah, for these, for Peter and Adam and Brendan, back-to-back finals, very, very, very big achievement.
Same thing, mate.
So Brendan, forehand draw. Well, he's heavy, he thinks. We shall see. He could be right there. He's just slipped through the gap there, so it is 1-2. I think it's Pringle Park, but I
Yeah, it
could be
looks
wrong.
more like the blue
Yes, it is.
speckle.
There's Peter's
Yeah.
2 bowls. I couldn't see them where Sean was standing, so it is Bruce's bowl.
And he's also got the handy position as well.
Correct. And Dollar, unfortunately, has dropped short here, which they did not need. So now, does Adam go backhand?
I feel like the backhand has that slightly bigger target feel about it.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'd likely opt for
And
the backhand.
Brendan's got a couple of pretty handy bowls sitting just thereabouts, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's on its way.
Adam's having a look. He's having a look.
Yeah, needs to hold.
He's gonna just dive under, I think. Very good effort though, Adam. Very
Speed
well
is
weighted.
really good, yeah.
Great speed. Right idea. And to be fair, I don't think he needs a lot more green. It'll hold down there. I don't think he's
That's it.
that far out. Sean will be just plonking another one in, hoping Adam misses again.
Yeah. Yeah, it might
Yeah,
make
well
it
played,
slightly
Sean.
harder.
Although, does Adam go quicker now?
I think I think it's still on the backhand. You can just play it a bit more positively.
Yeah, I think this is where Adam may just look a touch quicker.
Looks like he's switching
going
to the
to
forehand.
forehand.
And, you know, it is there on the forehand.
He's just fallen off there, so...
That's Brendan's bowl to the left, isn't it, at 9 o'clock?
Yes, it is. That's 2 to Pringle Park at the minute, I think. Sean will be looking to make it 3 with that bonus bowl.
The weight of the hole,
He's got the weight. I think he was just a bit tight on line.
Yeah, not to be. So 2
2.
to Pringle Park. Makes the score 9-13. Played 16, so we've only got 2 ends to go for the difference, which is exactly what we had in the women's
2 twos.
final. Yep, 2 twos. In fact, yeah, it was the same scoreline of that six shot difference. And we made the comment in the women's final, 3 twos. And they got one of them.
So, again, penultimate end, it is obviously hugely important that Bruce gets his team off to a good start on this end.
Absolutely. I think to be 5 or 6 down in that last end is...
It's a big ask, isn't it, in a final?
Yep.
Hey, look, no doubt it's been done and it can be done, but I think overall Brendan's been playing some very good bowls the last few ends, and Adam's there or thereabouts. It'll be a big ask to get a number, I think. Good bowl, Peter. At this stage, Te Atu, all they need to do each bowl is just to be in front of the Pringle Park bowls. Don't have to be drawing all over the head.
Yep. Just looking to cover their bases. Opting to change his hand as well.
Yeah, Bruce's bowl's not on the way, but I guess there's just no traffic, right? It gives you a clean run.
Yep.
Yeah, well on, Peter.
Yeah,
2 good
that's
bowls.
a good end by Peter.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. You're 4 up.
Oh, please. Well done, mate.
So, Dollar coming down his backhand.
Yeah.
And he has gone through the gap. Very good effort. Good home. It still
Yeah, there's a couple of bowls out there for Sean.
still leaves an opportunity.
Both Brendan
It's kind of almost a scenario where you kind of, if you're Adam, you look and you go, what do we do here? Is it worth going, okay, we've got 1. Do we just cover those 2 bowls again? Stop that number occurring?
Yeah, I did wonder that if he'd
Sean's got to look for numbers.
really good bowl nonetheless.
I wouldn't have thought Adam would want to load the head too much more from here.
Yeah, I think certainly after that bowl, the need now is just position.
Correct.
Close.
Well played.
Yep, they can look to
Yep.
start again. Where's the kill button?
Where are we, Alex? No, Alex not here. You'll be proud of us, Alex. You've got the kill button going. If you're listening out there, Alex, I'm sure you will be. Great invention. Yep, good hit by Dollar. Well done. Gives him another shot at it.
Seen a lot of that today.
Yeah, we've
over
seen
both finals.
Aggie played a couple of nice drives at the head, and
Yep, one from
For a
Lisa
kill.
as well.
Yep.
Longer length here. Of course, this is Tiara 2 throwing the jack, isn't it? Nope,
No,
Pringle Park. My mistake.
Yeah, a bit of a rough day here. Isn't it?
I'll have to improve for next week when I'm potentially commentating you in the final.
Fingers crossed.
What a start. This is
Great
what they
bowl,
needed
Bruce.
last end.
That's it. And that kill of dollars, it shows how the importance of that, right? They're in a bit of trouble, and it just gives them that. Just let's start again, boys.
Yeah, it's pretty useful rule. On
Gotta
the
make-
on the indoor mats, which you
Oh,
and I are both
I
familiar
know.
with, a kill is penalty points to the opposition. So
Indeed.
it's not something you'd usually opt for. On occasion,
On
yes.
occasions, yep.
You know you're in strife if you're opting to kill when you give away penalty points, though.
Yeah, either that or you're far enough ahead that it
That's
kind of
true.
makes things okay.
Yeah, finish the game quickly. Some people have done that.
Yep. Just dropped a bit short there, Bruce. First one was good. He'll be disappointed with the second one because Peter went running on by, so he had a great chance to consolidate that. There's
think he's
Peter
too far away.
finishes. Not too bad. He's gonna be about a half a mat low. So Dollar played a great bowl last end to get the kill. Can he play a good bowl here to tighten that head up for Pringle Park?
Dollar has been really steady for the most part, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Both him and Brendan
Absolutely.
in the middle.
Yep.
Typically there or thereabouts on the head.
And kind of like we've seen in the ladies' final, I think we talked Bruce had kind of the better of Peter perhaps for most of the game, but then like Kim did, you know, Peter's also fought back really well in the latter part. Yep. That's good, Dollar. At this point in time, that's good enough. The familiar Brendan call from Adam.
It's pretty close, all right. Worth a
Very
shout.
good. And he has played some good bowls in this game. There's Brendan. So if Dollar can just trail this jack kind of half a mat.
Do you think Bruce's shot is still holding at this point?
On that angle I'd say no, but maybe.
It is level with the jack, which
Yeah,
sometimes
maybe it
helps.
is. Maybe it is. Yep. I think a little bit of movement's good for them though, if they can.
Oh, of course.
Oh, he's probably got a little bit more speed than what I
Yeah.
thought he might.
A lot of movement. Wouldn't want Bruce's bowl.
Well,
Not at that angle.
he's going to lose his. Interesting. I don't know.
I wonder if they were looking for it in the ditch, maybe? Or
Maybe. Although Peter does have a bowl back at the ditch, so it would seem slightly unusual. I would have thought maybe just a bit of a trail on the jack, you know, half a mat or so would
just
be
an
good.
overdraw, yeah.
Yeah. Brendan might have just overdrawn this a smidge.
Yep. Good stuff, B-Dog.
Thanks, A-Dog.
Have you got any nicknames yourself, Steve? You must do with a name like Fisher. Fish.
You'd probably know better than me.
I'm not sure.
There's probably a lot that I probably don't want to know about.
Not ones that you'd put on your hoodie.
Or on TV for that matter. Oh, very good bowl, Sean.
Oh,
Great
brilliant bowl from Sean.
Great bowl. 2. Holding 2.
Yeah.
That's
That's
very good
really
bowl.
turned it
And
around.
maybe that's what Dollar was trying to do. Maybe he probably was a bit quick for it, but maybe he was looking at something similar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bowl or jack, but just not be wide.
Yeah. Anyway, gives them a chance.
Yep, he'd be happy with that. If they can just, like we said, manage a 2.
A 2 or a 3 here, it gives them a shot at the last end. They haven't stopped fighting this whole game.
Yeah, they've certainly been hanging in there,
Oh,
hanging
Adam's
tough.
close. Adam's very close.
He
here.
loves it.
Adam's close. Great bowl, Adam.
Oh, that's excellent.
Great bowl, Adam.
That's Brendan's bowl, of course.
So 2 down to 2 up. Sean, he's got to be down through that gap. He's got Bruce's bowl at the back, Jack in the ditch for 2. I don't think there's a lot else, is there?
No.
Terry? Jack in the ditch for 2.
Yep.
And
What a bomb from
Yeah.
Adam. So
Great
timely.
Yep,
We saw the same from Aggie Motu.
we did. And Sean is
See.
close.
Oh, no touch.
Oh,
what's happened here?
He's got 2. He's got 1.
What an end this has been, though.
Crikey.
They are certainly saving the best for
Wow.
last. I don't think we've seen the shot change
it one
so
or is
many
it 2?
times.
It's definitely 1.
Hard to know. What can you see out the window?
It's a long way away from here. It's about a green and a bit, so
You know what, though? I'm backing Adam. This is probably going to be a commentator's curse, but I'm
Draw the
backing.
shot.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
going to draw it.
yeah,
It's irrelevant whether it's 1 or 2 because Adam's about to draw it.
right.
That's my call.
You're back an A-dog in, are you?
Sure am.
Oh, no, he's overcooked it. He's out.
Well, speed was probably not too
I think he's
bad.
out.
Well, commentator's curse.
1.
Well, we
Okay.
see one more end. Well, possibly another, depending on how this
10
goes.
now. There's Dollar and Bruce having a chat. What do we do with the length of this? I think you just throw it down to the 2 metre. What do you think, Terry?
Yeah, well, that previous length is pretty good for them. You know, their skip liked it. He played a couple of really good bowls
Yep.
there.
Yep, that's good.
Happy.
Yep.
And out of the glare. That's all we've been asking.
Yeah. Saved it till the last end. Mate. We've battled all this time. Rightio, Bruce, you put it there. Get 1 to it.
Promising.
Not bad.
Come on, mate.
So you got enough running.
Still coming.
Oh,
Meter short.
metre short, says Adam. Wow, Sean, he was kind of fortunate with his result, but unlucky at the same time. He, he could have easily,
Lucky and unlucky.
yeah,
Jolly shot.
he could have easily got a couple or 3 out of that.
I think he'll just be happy to have scored
He needed to.
at the end of the day. Yep.
Here's a good one from Bruce.
Yep. Better one from Bruce. A good start from
Yeah.
Peter as well.
Yep, good bowl, Bruce. Sit on there. Well done. Made 2. Good enough.
Temporary too, no
So for
doubt.
Pringle Park, your first aim is 3, right? Force the extra in. You're not looking for 4. You're looking for 3.
Yep, that's
If
it.
4 comes along, so be it. But I think you hasn't been a 3 in this game yet. We've had a couple.
Wow.
So we've had a few 2s. It would be the biggest score of the game, Terry. Would be the 3.
Yeah, imagine that.
And dare I say it, it's like you don't need to be in front at any point of a game until the last end, right?
No, not at all.
Or to the end of the last end. Well,
Come on, Dollar.
Pringle Park boys have that opportunity.
3 down.
Adam's letting his team know we're 3
We're
down.
3 down, boys.
Yep, plenty of room, of course, but just so you're aware.
Is that a good thing, though? Like, it does put a bit more pressure on the boys, right? Telling them they're 3 down?
I think you'd have to know your players.
Yeah.
Because, you might know that they'll dig deep and step up knowing that.
I think, personally, for
Tune in.
me, I would just probably go, just draw down here. Draw close. I don't think I'd be going on 3 down. I think I'd like to go, we're just drawing down here close or something. Because that thought in their mind of 3 down is extra pressure on them, right?
Yeah, as a skip, I probably would not communicate that we're 3 down. However, I probably wouldn't mind hearing it as a player. I do like a bit of info. But in saying that, I think if we go back to clarity, we don't need to know that we're 3 down. We just need to know where the ball needs
Put
to
your
be.
foot and just go draw to my foot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Good bowl, dollar.
You only need the relevant info, I suppose. And not to say that being 3 down is irrelevant by any means.
So, at the minute, Pringle Park holding 4, which is what they require. But Brendan Kelly has played a very good bowl here. And yet again,
A very good shot. I accidentally clapped in the commentary booth.
showing allegiance.
I don't know why.
Great bowl, Brendan. So, now if Sean can just draw that jack a little, he will make 3 of it.
It's
His other shot is
playing through the shot
playing
bowl.
through the shot bowl.
You're in or out either way, I think.
I think knowing Sean, he'll be trying to draw the jack.
Yeah. And then maybe reassess afterwards.
And he's given it a pretty good effort.
Oh, yeah.
He's given it a pretty good effort. Well,
I should
he's-
probably clap that one too, right?
Fair's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Two.
it was a really good bowl. Now it'll just be
So-
and sorry, yeah, to be fair, they only need 3, right? So
Yes,
yeah, of
yes.
course.
But what it now does mean is that he has to draw the shot with his last bowl.
Which is
Draw
fine.
another shot.
3's the goal. 3's good.
See what Adam does here. If Adam
Adam would-
leaves them some space, then Sean literally plays the same bowl again.
Yep.
And Adam then must play something. So
I think Adam would be able to breathe a lot easier if he gets his first bowl handy and effective.
oh, absolutely, absolutely takes the pressure off. And he might be thereabouts.
Yeah, I think he's on a good track.
He's quick. He's quick.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a bit stiff. He was in the right area.
Yeah, just that speed though. I just thought he was quick. He's just going to hold his line. So, Sean,
He's coming up for a look. He probably...
I think he plays the same as his previous bowl. He just trailed the jack to there. So, same again, makes it 3.
Yeah,
And then it puts the pressure on Adam.
yeah,
Yep,
Same bowl.
Yep,
that's it.
good call, Bruce.
Easier said than done, of course, but when you're playing at this level, they're very capable.
So, this is it for Sean and his Pringle Park team. Is he
Think-
somewhere there?
I think they like...
He
Oh,
might be wide, I think.
is that dollar?
Yes,
Or probably not.
bit wide. 2 down. And that is game.
Wow, congratulations to Te Atatū Peninsula Bowling Club. Back to back, very impressive. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Steve, for joining me in the commentary.
Thank you, Terry.
Enjoy your birthday tomorrow, and good luck for the 4s next week.
Thank you.